You may be sabotaging your health every single day, the moment you wake up, and you don't even know it. If you're over 70 or caring for someone in that age range, stop what you're doing and pay attention. There are habits many people do first thing in the morning just upon rising that seem harmless but are slowly destroying their health. And worst of all, they're repeated daily without anyone realizing the real risk they pose. Today, I'm going to reveal what you must not do when you wake up if you want to live longer with health, energy, and independence. And I guarantee, what you're about to hear, hardly any doctor has ever told you. It's terrifying to realize how simple habits, like getting out of bed or drinking coffee, can turn into real traps for anyone seeking longevity. We're talking about falls that could have been prevented, pains that needn't exist, diseases that begin in silence, all for lack of guidance. But it's not your fault. No one teaches us how to age wisely, and that's exactly why this video is so important. What I'm going to share here can change the way you start your day, and with it, change your life. Now answer me honestly, have you ever gotten up feeling dizzy? Have you fallen or nearly fallen in your bedroom? Have you felt your body stiff, powerless, as if locked up? Or maybe, even after a full night's sleep, you wake up tired and unmotivated. Those are warning signs. Your body is trying to tell you something. And today, I'll help you understand those signals and show you, step by step, what to do to wake up with more safety, balance, and vitality, even at an advanced age. But before we begin, if this topic interests you, click the subscribe button down below. That helps me keep bringing serious, practical content that truly transforms the lives of those in their golden years. And of course, it guarantees you direct access to valuable health, wellness, and disease prevention tips. Because aging doesn't have to mean pain, frailty, or dependence, so long as you have the right knowledge in your hands. What I'm about to show you now are 5 common morning habits that can compromise your health in your 70s and beyond. And no, we're not talking about anything complicated. These are habits so ingrained in daily life that they go unnoticed. But their impact can be devastating over the years. You'll understand, for example, why getting out of bed too quickly is one of the leading causes of fractures in older adults, and how a simple glass of water can be the hidden secret behind a clearer mind and a stronger heart. So stay with me until the end, because among these tips is what many people are looking for, the practical path to healthy aging. And anyone who applies what I'm about to teach here will notice, in just a few days, more energy, less pain, better balance, and above all, more autonomy. Let's begin now, and I promise, you'll never want to start your day the same way again after hearing this. Have you ever woken up, opened your eyes, and jumped out of bed immediately? If you're over 70, you might do it without realizing the danger it poses. It may sound exaggerated, but that rush can be a hidden trap at the start of your day. Have you felt that strange dizziness upon standing? Yes, that happens because the body, after some decades of life, needs a moment to wake up with us. And look, many serious falls begin exactly like that, with a simple, hurried rise from bed. Now tell me, did you know that most falls among older adults occur in the bedroom? Exactly. Not in the street, not on the stairs, but in the comfort of one's own home. And the reason is simple. The person gets up quickly, the blood takes a moment to circulate properly, and that treacherous dizziness strikes. The good news is that it can be fixed with a very simple habit. Before you get up, how about dedicating 60 seconds to stretching, wiggling your feet, taking a deep breath, and only then sitting up slowly? It may seem minor, but it's a habit that can save your autonomy. I've treated many patients who say, "Doctor, I've always been fast, I never had a problem," until one day they trip, fall, and everything changes. A single fall can leave marks for life. A broken hip, for example, can mean months in bed, physical therapy, and the freedom that's gone. Is it really worth risking that for a little rush? Think about it. Health in your 70s depends on small gestures that, added up, make all the difference. It's like caring for a little plant. You water it every day, with patience and love. Imagine a new way to start your day. You wake up, open your eyes slowly, move your feet, your hands, take a deep breath. Your body thanks you. You sit up, place your feet on the floor calmly, and only then stand. No dizziness, no scares, just a peaceful awakening, with more safety and well-being. Sounds like a small detail? But that detail can be the key to living longer and avoiding unnecessary shocks. Prevention begins before breakfast. It begins right there, in how you get out of bed. Some think that taking care of health means only taking medicines and going to the doctor now and then. But what if I told you the real secret lies in the daily habits we repeat almost on autopilot? Now that you know, tell me, tomorrow morning, will you jump up as usual? Or will you give your body the time it deserves to wake up calmly? Because that small choice on the clock is gigantic for your future. And speaking of the future, there's another mistake many make at the start of the day that almost nobody talks about. You wake up, head straight for coffee, take your morning meds, and forget the water. Has that happened to you? You should know this is one of the most common and most silent errors affecting health in later life. During the night, even while you sleep, your body is hard at work. Your heart beats, your lungs breathe, your kidneys filter. All of that consumes water. When you wake up, you're more dehydrated than you realize. And curiously, thirst doesn't always signal you. By the time you feel thirsty, your body is already crying out for help. And what changes in practice? A lot. Your blood thickens. Your heart has to pump harder, blood pressure can rise, not to mention your brain, which is largely made of water. With poor hydration, memory falters, your head feels heavy, your thinking slows. Have you ever felt that strange fatigue the moment you wake up? It could be dehydration, and worst of all, this increases your risk of falls, the great enemy of longevity. Drinking a glass of water upon waking is a simple but powerful habit. It's the first step to a good start. Some patients say to me, "But doctor, I don't feel thirsty when I wake up." And I answer, precisely why you should drink water. Thirst diminishes with age, and the body loses its natural alarm. It's like ignoring your car's empty tank light just because the gauge is broken. A simple 200 milliliter glass already helps activate the kidneys, prepare the intestines, improve mood, and even relieve headaches. Morning hydration is a form of disease prevention no one sees, but everyone feels. Now, I'm not saying you should drop everything and gulp down 2 liters at once. Not at all. The idea is to start gently with just a small glass right after getting out of bed. It can be room temperature water or even with a slice of lemon, which helps awaken the body. Avoid coffee or black tea before drinking water. That only worsens dehydration. Remember, longevity is built drop by drop, habit by habit. Small actions generate big results, especially for seniors' health. It may seem odd, but most people don't realize how much a simple glass of water can change things. It's so basic it seems silly, and that's why many ignore it. But now that you know this hidden morning detail, tell me, how about trying it tomorrow? Before anything else, drink water. See how your body reacts. It could be the start of a new wellness routine. And speaking of routines, there's another common morning habit that might be sabotaging your health without you noticing. Be honest, does your day only begin after coffee? Many people think that way. But what if I told you that for someone over 70, that habit can undermine health from the inside out without any warning signs? Yes, drinking coffee on an empty stomach may seem harmless, but it's like pouring gasoline on a fire. Your body wakes up fasting, sensitive, and caffeine hits like a hurricane, boosting stomach acid and irritating everything. It's a small but dangerous detail, especially if you want to age well. Have you ever felt heartburn, discomfort, or that lump in your stomach first thing? That can be the result of years of coffee on an empty stomach. Coffee itself isn't the villain. The problem is when it's alone. It stimulates hydrochloric acid, and without food to cushion the impact, your stomach suffers. Gastritis, reflux, heartburn, all can stem from this common habit. And worse, morning stress increases. Coffee raises cortisol, which is already high upon waking. Result, body on high alert and energy that crashes a few hours later. But there's a simple solution. Before your coffee, try eating something light and nutritious. A banana, for example, is rich in potassium, aids digestion, and provides steady energy. A handful of nuts, rich in healthy fats and fiber, is also excellent. These small bites act as a natural shield against coffee's effects on the stomach, and they also help keep your hormones balanced, your focus sharp, and your energy up throughout the day. Who would have thought something so simple could protect so much, right? In my practice, I've heard stories like, "Doctor, I thought it was just anxiety, but it was my stomach irritated by coffee." Indeed, symptoms can be confusing. When we talk about health in later life, we must think of daily habits with more care. I'm not saying give up coffee, okay? It can even boost memory and mood when used wisely. The key is timing, and over time your body will show what it tolerates and what it's time to change. You just have to be willing to listen to those signals. Besides what we've already discussed, there's another essential morning point that, though it seems simple, can cause serious injuries, especially for those who already feel their bodies stiffer upon waking. Have you noticed how your muscles feel hard and numb as soon as you wake up? That's more common than you think, particularly after age 70. During sleep, the body slows down. Circulation decreases, muscles cool, and the fluid that lubricates joints also diminishes. The result? A rigid body that needs time and care to move lightly again. Now imagine this. The person gets up, feels that heaviness, but still sits up abruptly, goes straight to the bathroom, stretches their arms roughly, and feels a sharp twinge. Sometimes in the back, sometimes in the knee. It may seem like just a nuisance, but often it's the start of an injury, and it doesn't have to be serious to ruin your day. A lumbar pain, a muscle strain, a stiff neck, all can come from haste. Longevity demands calm, and the body warns you early. Want a simple example that can change your routine? Still lying down, before putting your feet on the floor, gently move your ankles. Make circles with your feet. Stretch your fingers. Rotate your neck slowly. These movements activate your nerves and tell your brain, we're waking up. 2 or 3 minutes of this already make a huge difference. It's like warming up the engine before driving. Only in this case, you are the engine. And you deserve that care every day. Many get used to pain. They say, it's just age. But it doesn't have to be that way. Health in later life is closely tied to how we start the day. Those minutes of attention to the body help prevent muscular ailments and even improve balance. And balance, as we know, is key to avoiding falls. In my practice, I often say, movement is medicine, and best of all, it has no side effects. You just need to dose it and do it mindfully. Now that you understand the importance of respecting your body's rhythm, let's go further. Because, besides stiffness, there's another detail when getting out of bed that may be sabotaging your health without you noticing. Have you paid attention to how you sit up? What's your posture? Slumped shoulders, curved back? Let's talk about that now. When you get out of bed, have you noticed your posture? Drooped shoulders, a hunched back, chin jutting forward. It may seem like an unimportant detail, but that habit, repeated daily, can drain your energy and compromise much more than your appearance. In later life, poor posture not only causes pain, it affects breathing, mood, balance, and even digestion. And oddly, many seniors feel tired throughout the day without imagining the cause starts in how they rise from bed. A misaligned body loses efficiency, lungs don't expand fully, oxygenation drops, and the brain notices. Result? Fatigue, mental fog, lack of focus. I've seen patients say, "Doctor, I wake up more tired than when I went to bed." And when I watch how they move in the morning, the problem is there, in their posture, sitting up hunched and hurried. Health in later life is very sensitive to these small gestures. And the best part? It's easy to correct. Before getting up, still lying down, align your spine, stretch your arms overhead, feel your body lengthen lightly. Then, as you sit on the edge of the bed, imagine a string pulling the crown of your head toward the ceiling. This helps straighten your back naturally. Rise slowly, keeping your chest open and shoulders back. It may feel odd at first, but in a few days it becomes a habit. And that habit can improve not only your posture, but also your mood and confidence. Studies show that maintaining an upright spine is linked to better mood and reduced anxiety. It's not magic, it's biology. The body responds to how it's used. And when you move with strength, the brain understands it's safe, strong, and ready for the day. This is the kind of knowledge almost no one mentions, but that makes all the difference in practice. Aging well means caring for the whole body, paying attention to the details that seem invisible. And speaking of invisible details, now that we've talked about posture, stiffness, hydration, and breakfast, how about tying it all together with a fresh look at mornings? Because the way you start your day defines much of what follows. And the secret to living well longer lies in those simple choices you make when the sun hasn't even risen. So tell me, which of these habits were you doing without knowing they harmed your health? Have you ever experienced a dizzy spell upon waking, a fall inside your home, or that inexplicable fatigue? Write it in the comments. I'd love to know your experience, as it may open others' eyes too. If this video helped you, subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell. That way you won't miss the next videos, which will continue bringing practical, life-changing advice for your health, well-being, and longevity. And take advantage of the fact that the next video is already appearing on the screen. Click it and keep learning with me. There's so much more you need to know to live with greater autonomy and quality of life. A loving hug. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.